let's use texture baking to create the low poly leaves for a tree. Start by creating a single leaf. I created it on a plane and then decimated. Then I added a curve modifier. This will shape the side view of the leaf cluster, so you can experiment with different shapes. Tweak some of the controls. Pulling out the orange control points makes the leaves near it bigger. And I added some randomization. On top of the curve, add a radial modifier. This will create the canopy. The hierarchy is radial followed by curve followed by the leaf. Adjust some of the parameters and add randomization. I also tweaked the curve a bit to cover any gaps. From the top view, this means adding more zigzags to the curve. And also adding more count will fill up the gaps. Join and merge everything. Time to add the low poly sphere. Trim away the bottom. Now prepare for the texture bake. I used the same technique as in the previous video to capture the opacity. So I painted the sphere black and painted the leaves white and used texture bake to bake the high poly leaves onto the low poly sphere cap. Hide the leaves. Now check that the sphere cap contains the leaf detail. For this object material, look at the baked texture. This one is white with some black specks. In the opacity slot, click on the texture box and load that same texture from your files. There's a temp folder where these baked textures are found. And now we have opacity. This step was actually optional. If you want to skip opacity, baking the normals itself also has a decent effect. I added some green and sculpted the canopy a bit more. I went into shading to turn off the texture to better see the underlying mesh. And here's the result after adding branches.